Teachers' unions sometimes seem to throw a kitchen sink worth of liberal agenda items into their demands for how to reopen schools, like defunding police. That demand out of left field led one 25-year veteran of the Los Angeles school system to sue his union, asking to be released from his membership and dues. Glenn Laird joining us now. Glenn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. So specify for us, what is it that the teachers' union did that upset you so much?
Having been a teacher for many, many years, the union was traditionally an organization about wages, hours, and working conditions. And as an experienced teacher, I supported my union in doing that mission. However, and about a year ago, they started with a heavy anti-police agenda and were celebrating removing of all police from campuses. And that is something that I was inherently opposed to.
So did this coincide with the Black Lives Matter movement and everything else that happened over the past year, or was it separate from that?
There was a whole buildup that came through that whole time period, and everything was kind of like a perfect storm going in concert altogether towards the removal of police from all of our school campuses.
And why is the teachers' union the catalyst for this? What about the parents and the students? What do they think?
My students have had a great relationship with our school officers and have been generally got along well with them. And I've had a few students who've contacted me in the last week, have told me that they totally support what I've been doing, and they have appreciated and never felt fearful of officers on campus. And
I'm looking at a survey that was done. This is a district commission survey about parents, and it shows that 50% of black parents agree that school police made campuses safe or safer. 72% of Asian American parents believe that. 67% of Latino parents believe that. 54% of white parents believe that. So don't parents have anything to say? I mean, parents pay for the schools. It's parents' children who are going to the schools. I don't discredit the teachers and the work that they do, but shouldn't parents have a say in this decision?
I certainly think that all stakeholders have a say in the decision, and that it should be a group decision and everybody working together for the good of the overall campus and the kids. And the current stance, I don't think, is representative of the overall school community.
Glenn, what happened to I was a teacher, by the way, so I know a little bit about how it feels to be on your side. I never joined the union. I wasn't there long enough so that they were going after me. But what happened to unions in our country? I mean, when did they go from, as you say, just caring about working conditions and salary to caring about these other things?
I don't know. It's just been something I've noticed within the union, that the leadership is very much involved in a social agenda. And so long as they were focusing on wages, hours, and working conditions, I was great with that. When I took my card that they had me sign about reaffirming being in the union, I did cross out that section about that escape clause, and they didn't honor that. And then that's the basis of my suit, is that them taking my money for a speech that I didn't agree with, and also Fourth Amendment, which is like, here's this government agency taking away my money to promote a form of speech that I was inherently opposed to.
Well, Glenn, I would only put it to you, the K through 12 public schools around the country are just about to get $200 billion from the various COVID bills. And I think teachers' unions think that they're going to get a big cut of that $200 billion. And that seems to be more what a lot of unions are concerned about than the specifics of what's happening in any district. We only got 10 seconds. What do you think?
I don't know all about that. That's something beyond the scope of my understanding, but I just want to say thanks to the Freedom Foundation for helping me with this message.
Well, we wish you the very best. I know a little bit about the struggles you go through, and you guys deserve a lot more than what the unions are getting for any of us. Glenn Laird, thank you very much. That does